to the Monday Angel Message. I'm Rachel Scoltock, and here I am with the cards and bringing you through some channeled messages and healing for the week ahead. So I'd love to know how you are feeling, what's going on with you at this time, and but in the meantime, while you're all coming online, I will get started with pulling some cards for you. So I'm using the Keepers of the Light deck by Kyle Gray, and I'm also using the Archangel Power Tarot. So we'll give them a good shuffle. Hi Joe, lovely to see you here. And see what comes up for our reading this week. Now I've just written an article, a blog article about how the angels can help us with self-worth and feeling confident and feeling your power. Because I'm noticing so many of the people that are coming to me at the moment for sessions, readings, and just sending me messages, it seems to be all around this, about this feeling of low self-worth or feeling not good enough, or even a feeling of loss of hope. And I know deep in my core that this is because this is what happens when we become disconnected from our power. And our true power isn't like an authoritarian, manipulative kind of power. You know, we've been taught that power is a negative thing. Your true power is the inner peace, the light that is within you, your divinity. And when you connect with that, it makes you stronger. It strengthens your energy field. And when you feel good about yourself and who you are and your essence, that shines through. And then that no longer attracts people that want to take advantage of you. It attracts people that are on your authentic frequency. You know, when you're attracting people that aren't authentic, they're not right for you, they're negative, they pull you down, they're putting you down, they're judging you, or anything that just doesn't feel out of alignment. There, on some level, it's because you are out of alignment. There's something that maybe you're not being completely honest with yourself. Maybe you're afraid to shine your light, and maybe you don't believe in yourself. And that's the vibration that attracts those situations. And so everything in our universe is useful, right? So even the most negative situation that you've been in or could be in or are in has a lesson, a blessing at the core of it. And that lesson or blessing isn't meant to make you feel bad about yourself, like, oh God, I'm getting a slap on the wrist from the universe. It's actually meant to bounce you back into the vibration, the frequency, the authenticity that you are meant to be at. So in a way, it's kind of like when you eat something and you get a bad tummy and you say to yourself, I'm not going to do that again, right? And how many times do we have to do it to say, right, I'm not going to do that again? It's a lesson. It goes, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to change something so that I don't reach for that problem, that food, that type of person, that type of job. I don't keep putting myself in these situations that don't honor me, don't value me. Because if you're not being valued out there, there's a chance you're not valuing yourself in here. And it all starts from within, right? It all starts from within. So whilst you can get healing, you can get guidance, you can connect with your angels for that, you can connect to someone like me for it, we can direct you, but in the end it's you that has to make the decisions that change your life. You know, so but someone who comes to see me has a great healing, we cut all the cords, we clear all of that energy, and then it's up to that person then with guidance to start to change the way they think, to start to change the way they think of themselves, you know, and how they act in the world. And that is how change happens. So that's what I'm talking about today in my blog. So look out for that. It's a beautiful message with some insights as to how you can work with the archangels and which archangels to work with for helping you to boost your self-esteem, your sense of power, and your confidence, because it's so important. Everything else falls into place when you're feeling confident and you believe in yourself. Okay. So let's see what the angels have to say for us this week. So Kim says a lot is coming to the surface. Yeah, and that is what's happening to all of us at the moment, Kim. We're all having, it's like there is a powerful spotlight and it's going through your life and through your energy, and it's pointing out, it's settling on things that you've got to look at, that you've got to change, that you've got to heal. And is the best way to, get your attention is pain, right? So because we keep self-sabotaging ourselves, doing things that don't honor our power or our truth or what we really want, our value and our self-worth, then those things, the things that they're out of alignment with you. And so it's painful to interact with those things. And it's the pain that brings your attention to, this is something I have to change, right? So we should never feel bad about ourselves, because we're always learning and growing. We're always learning and growing. And then we have to remember that we have the angels with us, we have our spirit guides with us, we have our spirit helpers with us, who are constantly working with us, guiding, healing, and they have access to the guidance, the wisdom, and the healing energy for you to get out of the problems that you're in. And it's when you ask for their help that guidance can come through. It can't come through unless you ask, because of the law of free will. Okay, so I pulled you 3 cards from the Keepers of the Light deck, one of my favorite decks. And the first card is Kuan Yin. Now, I can't hold it up because it blocks the light and you can't see it properly. This is a card about care and compassion. It's about caring for yourself, doing the things like self-care, resting when you need to. I'm taking it loads slower at the moment because I've got a beautiful assistant helping me, so I can sort of pace myself a little bit more in the day, and that's really what I need at the moment. And I suspect that's what many of you need as well, that you need to pace yourself. You need to not stop pushing. So this is about reaching out for spiritual help, asking for help, and then also from people that you know are compassionate, that are trustworthy, that are caring. If you keep, going to people that don't have that inside of them and expect them to suddenly wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to start being nicer, I'm going to start being more compassionate, I'm going to start understanding this issue, it's like going to the hardware store for milk. You are not going to get it, and that's just going to set you back, because our ego always applies meaning to everything that happens to us. So when you get rejected, you apply meaning to it. Oh, there must be something wrong with me. And that's not a truth. It's not the truth. It's just that person isn't in alignment with you. So this is really about going gently, going quietly. And this is the theme for the week because it's the first card. So the goddess of compassion, the goddess of self-love. The second card is Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. I love this. And this is saying to you, this is what you can do. This is the guidance for you. So it is about taking the energy that you have and moving it, changing it, transforming it, alchemizing or transmuting. It's a week for transformation and transmutation. So this is saying to you that you can move beyond and above any challenges that you're facing at the moment. Now, look, we're all facing challenges at the moment. We're all going through different life lessons, and we're all having this big spotlight shone on our lives. And so there are things that you need to change. There's things that you need to be able to move through, let go of perhaps, and surrender, maybe find a solution for. Now, if you try to do that with your ego mind, negative self, and only thinking on the physical level, the 3D level, right, of this world, that's where we start to say, oh, that will never happen, or that can't happen, or that's impossible. Then things get harder. But if you use your spiritual tools, the things that I teach about every single week on this video, the things that I'm teaching about every single month in my 90-minute webinars that I'm doing, you learn those tools and use them. That will help you to rise above and change the bad stuff into good stuff. So it's about, saying to yourself, okay, today I might feel a bit heavy, I might feel a bit low, I might feel a bit negative, but I'm going to change my thoughts. I'm going to, 5 times today, I'm going to say, I am strong, I am prosperous, I am lovable, I am peaceful, I am healthy, whatever those things are that you want. 5 times a day, set your mobile phone on an alarm and say those things. And that's, maybe you take 5 minutes to do that. That's 25 minutes in a day that you would have perhaps been thinking about, poor me, I feel terrible, this is awful, isn't this terrible? Where you've actually started to add positive energy in instead of negative energy. And that, my friends, makes a massive difference. It makes a huge difference, just that little tiny bit. And it's like opening a crack. Imagine you're in a dark room and you can't find the light. But when you open the window or the door, just a crack, a little bit of light comes in. And that's enough for you to see where you're going next. And that's how the angels work with us. But we have to work with them. This is something I'm telling people all the time. It's a co-creation. You're not just like laying back and saying, okay, come and fix me. And then complaining, writing Rachel an email and saying, the angels aren't doing it for me. It's about you having to meet them in the middle and doing things like the affirmations and mantras and meditation and things like that. So this is what Holy Amethyst is. And did you feel her energy come in? So she's very closely related, I believe, to Archangel Michael. So we've got this amethyst purple energy, and Archangel Michael's energy is that too, which is all about transmutation. It's about chopping off those cords, taking them away, and turning them into positive energy. So that isn't sticking and sitting on you. Now, the people that keep their cords, keep their negative energy, are the ones that want to inspect it for a really long time. They're analyzing it, they're overthinking it. Perhaps they don't even know they can let it go. And they believe that those traumas and those bad relationships and those upsets define them. But when you clear those cords, and it really is that simple, your energy comes up. You start to realize, you start thinking with your higher self instead of your ego self. So that's what Holy Amethyst and Archangel Michael will do for you. Now here we have, I take a deep breath with this. So this one is all about the moon and its effect on us, and it's also about the goddess Freya. And you can see the crow, which I've seen crow and raven a lot today when I went out for my walk this morning. So this is about beginnings and endings and exactly what we're going through at the moment. Illusions and corruption and fear and lies being uncovered to reveal the truth. So this is happening in the world, in the wider world. Different countries are going through different things. And then, we're now seeing the racism. We're now seeing the abuse and the violence. So it can't survive when there's a light on it. And it's the same in your own personal life too. There are things that you might be seeing that have been covered up. Maybe you covered them up because you didn't want to face them. Maybe you stuffed them down. Maybe it's someone else in your life. But you're starting to see the truth. And this is a good thing, even though it can be painful for a short period. You know that, have you ever read The Prophet, Kahil Gibran? Your pain is the breaking of your understanding, is one of the quotes from that amazing book. Your pain is the breaking of your understanding. When you think something is going to be this way, or it's always been that way, or should be this way, and it isn't, lots of people have a problem matching up with that. They go into a lack of acceptance, denial, fear, anger, sadness, heartbreak, grief. And you have to go through that little bit of pain, but you do have to come out the other side so that you can see it how it needs to be, how it really is, and make changes. So we're in a big cycle at the moment, a big phase that's been happening since the Pluto alignment back in, was that March or May? Seems like forever ago. And we're still being churned through this so that we can all really align our lives. That's probably the best way to put it. Now, this is a lovely little addition from the Archangel Power Tarot. This is Archangel Ariel, who is one of the angels that I've written about today in the blog. So look out for that later. Archangel Ariel has two sort of roles. Archangels are enormous. They're huge beings of light, and they carry so much light in order to help us. So one of the things that Ariel helps us with is abundance, prosperity, creating and manifesting what it is that you want. And here you can see her as she's sort of standing behind a tree, which I think a tree is a wonderful metaphor for how the universe delivers divine abundance for us. So she's grounded, and there's all the oranges around her. She has an abundance around her. She knows that there's unlimited abundance in the universe. And this is the message for you. It's saying that what you want will be provided for you. But one of the way that you access it, it's like the secret code, is that you recognize that we live in an abundant universe and that you are connected to that, and you have a right, and you're worthy of it, you are deserving of it, you can receive it. When you think you're not, that you're limited, that you're broken, that there's nothing can come to you, that everything is lacking, there's not enough, there's not enough, there's not enough, that's when you get the password wrong and you can't get the abundance to come to you. You've got to change your thoughts. So this is letting you know that your material needs are being fulfilled. So don't be worried. You can still work on manifesting. You can still call it in. You can still go for jobs or, promote your business. But recognize that you're connected to an infinite source. And it suggests really deeply going into gratitude this week. So what are you grateful for? What are you most grateful for? So I'll put these pictures up on, these cards up on stories later so that you can have a closer look at the images and see what they mean for you. But I think that's a perfect reading for this week, actually, because it's really giving us clarity about what is going on and how to handle it. And Kuan Yin is about peace. So what is blocking your inner peace at the moment? What is blocking your inner peace at the moment? Is it the news? Is it something going on in your neighborhood? Is it your worries about what's coming or not coming? And take a deep breath and say, is this affecting me right now and here in this moment? Am I worrying about something that hasn't happened? Am I projecting? Is there a way that I can pull back from the things that are creating a lack of peace for me and chaos for me? Stay away from other people's chaos at the moment. There's a lot of people in turmoil because everyone is at a different consciousness level. None are good and none are bad, right? We're not judging. So some people are really stirred up in anger. Other people are really stirred up with guilt and fear. Other people are stirred up in anxiety and blame. Everyone's at a different point, and there is absolutely no point you trying to go in there and convince anyone of anything. They're doing their own stuff, and only they can lift themselves out of it with the help of the divine, whatever their path may be. So you have to disconnect from that, do what you can do in the world, but you disconnect from it and take care of you. Take care of you and anyone else who's around you who is asking for or needs, or obviously that you can help, but don't get sucked into other people's chaos, is what I guess they're saying. So let me just see who's here. Hi, Erica. Thank you for being here. Heidi, Ali, nice to see you. Hi, Paul. Hey, Jenny. Yes, it's good. Erica feeling blah lately, low energy. Yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it? Is that when we're disconnected from nature, we feel low, because nature is the place where we can go and replenish and recharge. And so, when you feel low in any way, it's time to raise your vibration. And so it really helps to know what raises your vibration. Thinking new thoughts, moving out of negativity into positivity, out of anxiety into excitement, going out into nature, connecting with people and situations that are uplifting. That's all that, that's what raising your vibration is. It's energy healing works for that, because it clears away the negativity, the heaviness, the weight that you're carrying in your energy and your consciousness, sadness, fear, trauma, grief. Energy healing clears that, and so instantly then your vibration rises. But you can do it for yourself instantly just by changing what you're thinking about, putting on some music. I don't know where that is, Ali Moremba CQ. I know I maybe should. Hi, Kay. Thanks everyone for being here. So I will leave it there, and if you've got any questions, just hi Rhonda, just let me know, and let me know what you think of this new time of doing the reading. I'm quite happy to shift it a little bit, but I can't please everybody, but it works quite well. It seems to get more people watching. So angel blessings, look out for that blog that comes out later about your confidence and your self-worth. And also don't forget to sign up for the angels and guides webinar, which is on the 17th of July, which isn't very far away actually. So this one is going to be 90 minutes, and it's about connecting with the angels and guides. I'm going to be giving you an angel invocation that you can use to call them in. We'll be doing 2 heat guided meditations, one as a healing to release you of heavy energy, which is always powerful and channeled, and the other one is an activation to raise your energy, to bring you into alignment with the angels and the spirit guides, and even maybe the deceased loved ones who are around you, if that's what you want. You don't have to. So the link is there in the link is up there for you if you want to go and have a look at that. Okay, angel blessings everyone, take care.